The old man took a handful of yellow soybeans and put them into his mouth. The next second, his stomach swelled up like a big balloon. Then, gas shot out and turned into colorful clouds, carrying the old man up into the sky to meet God. It turned out that the old man was the earth god on earth. Because he always granted every request, the incense at his temple was the most prosperous. Before the earth god left, he told his wife that if anyone came to worship and pray for blessings, she should try her best to fulfill their wishes. After hearing this, the wife readily agreed. It was a hot summer day. The fruit farmer was very happy seeing the trees full of fruit, but he prayed that there wouldn't be a strong wind. However, the boatman traveling on the river wanted a strong wind. At the same time, the farmer, looking at his nearly withered crops, thought that if it didn't rain soon, he would have no harvest this year. The wife, also feeling very hot and sweating a lot, poured water over herself to cool down, but soon she was sweating again. Just as she was about to lie down and rest for a while, the boatman came to pray. The boatman hoped for a strong wind to help him travel faster. After hearing his wish, the wife immediately agreed. She took out a gourd and began to cast a spell. The next second, a strong wind blew, and the boatman became very happy. However, the sudden wind worried the fruit farmer because it could reduce his fruit harvest. So, the fruit farmer quickly brought a basket of fruit to the temple. After hearing his wish, the wife immediately took back the wind, and it stopped right away. At that moment, the farmer came with his basket, hoping for a heavy rain to save his withering crops. The wife immediately took out the gourd again. After a clap of thunder, it started to rain heavily. The farmer became very happy, but the rain troubled the salt merchant who was traveling, because the rain would dissolve his salt. Seeing the temple ahead, he began to pray sincerely. After hearing his wish, the wife cast her spell again and stopped the rain. However, the other three people were not happy, so they all knelt down and kowtowed together. The wife became very worried. She immediately took down the sign that said, "Grants every wish," and threw it on the ground. Just at that moment, the earth god came back. Seeing the sign on the ground, he quickly understood what had happened. Then, the two of them rode on the colorful clouds and flew above the river. The earth god took out a balloon from his pocket, blew it up, and soon it became very big. He then pointed the opening of the balloon at the river, and the wind blew entirely onto the river without affecting the apple trees on either side. The boatman and the fruit farmer were both very satisfied. Later that night, the two of them flew next to the moon. The earth god threw the moon into the river. After the moon was filled with water, he attached a sprinkler to it, and the river water precisely irrigated the farmland. The farmer was also very satisfied. During the day, there would be no rain, so the salt merchant's salt wouldn't dissolve. In the end, the wife praised the earth god.